Why has the universe been so hard on you lately? Why does it feel like every time you take one step forward financially, the matrix pushes you 3 steps back? You have been watching others, people with no integrity, people who lie, people who cheat, succeed effortlessly. You see them buying the houses, driving the cars, and living the life you prayed for. And then you look at yourself. You are kind, you are spiritual, you are hardworking, and yet you are counting coins. You are stressed about rent. You are living in a state of just enough. I am here to tell you the truth that will set your spirit on fire. You are not being punished. You are being prepared for a coronation. In the ancient days, before a king could take the throne, he had to go through a process called the stripping. He was taken out of his royal palace, stripped of his fine clothes, and sent into the wilderness with nothing. He had to learn how to survive in the dark. He had to learn how to hear the voice of the Creator without the noise of the crowd. He had to prove that he was a king even when he had no crown. You are currently in the final days of your wilderness stripping. The reason you have been broke, the reason you have struggled, the reason the job rejected you, was to kill the slave mind inside of you. The universe couldn't give you the millions of 2026 while you still had the mentality of a 9-to-5 worker. In the next 35 minutes, I am going to decode the financial coronation of the chosen. I am going to reveal the 3 stages of the wealth flip, why your bank account had to hit 0, and the exact moment your reality will change this year. This is not a motivational speech. This is a legal briefing from the court of heaven. If you are a chosen one, your poverty has officially expired. Let's enter the treasury. Chapter 1. The 0 point, the physics of the vacuum. The first stage of your coronation was the 0 point. Many of you have recently hit a financial bottom. Maybe you lost your savings. Maybe your debt reached its peak. Maybe you are literally down to your last few dollars right now. The matrix wants you to feel shame. It wants you to feel like a failure. But in the spiritual economy, 0 is the most powerful number. Why? Because of the law of the vacuum. The universe abhors a vacuum. Whenever a space is completely empty, the universe is legally required to fill it. But here is the catch. The universe can only fill a space that is clean. For years, your life was cluttered with matrix resources. You relied on a paycheck. You relied on your family's help. You relied on credit cards. Those were your safety nets. But those nets were actually cages. They kept you small. They kept you dependent on the system. God had to cut the nets. He had to let the money dry up so that you would finally look up and realize that the system is not your provider. As long as you had a plan B, you were not ready for God's plan A. The 0 point was the moment your soul finally surrendered. It was the moment you said, I can't do this anymore. God, you take it. The moment you stopped trying to hustle your way out of poverty is the moment your coronation began. The emptiness you feel in your bank account right now is not lack, it is space. You are being emptied of the old earth currency so you can be filled with new earth wealth. Think about a farmer. Before he plants the most expensive crop of the year, he clears the field. He burns the weeds. The field looks black. It looks dead. It looks like a disaster. But to the farmer, it looks like opportunity. You are that black field. The fire of 2025 burned away your old life. Now, the soil is rich. The weeds are gone. The 0 was the signal that the planting of your empire has begun. If you are at the 0 point, if you are ready for the universe to fill your empty hands, type, I am an empty vessel in the comments. Let the energy of abundance find its new home. Chapter 2. The vibrational detox, rejecting the matrix. The second stage of the coronation is the vibrational detox. Have you noticed that you can no longer tolerate cheap things? I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about energy. You walk into a store and you are no longer drawn to the cheap, low-quality items. You walk into a room and you can no longer tolerate cheap gossip. You go to a job and you can no longer tolerate the cheap, slave-driving mindset of your boss. You are becoming allergic to poverty. This is a prophetic sign. Your DNA is being recoded to recognize quality. A king does not eat scraps. A queen does not settle for crumbs. The reason you have been frustrated with your current income is that your spirit knows it is beneath you. The universe is using your disgust to move you. If you were comfortable with being broke, you would stay broke forever. But because the very idea of lack now makes you sick to your stomach, you are being propelled toward abundance. This detox had to happen in your relationships too. God removed the people who had a beggar's heart. the people who always complained about money, the people who only wanted free things, the people who had no vision. If you had stayed around them, their poverty would have infected your new wealth. The universe cleared the room so the crown could be placed on your head in silence. You see, wealth is 20% strategy and 80% frequency. You have been in a frequency booth for the last few months. The static of the old world is being tuned out. The high-pitched frequency of manifestation is being tuned in. This is why your ears are ringing. This is why you can't sleep at night. You are being wired for millions. In the next section, I'm going to show you the 7 wealth codes of 2026 and the secret of the sudden transfer that happens overnight. Do not blink. You are crossing the finish line. The Oracle is watching. Chapter 3. The 7 wealth codes of 2026. The coronation is not just a ceremony. It is a software installation. To rule in 2026, you cannot use the methods of 1996. The world has changed. The economy has shifted from labor to frequency. Those who work the hardest are no longer the ones who earn the most. The ones who align the best are the ones who rule. Here are the 7 wealth codes you must activate in your spirit to receive the coronation. Code number 1, the code of ownership. In the Matrix, you were a user. You used a boss's platform. You used a landlord's house. You were a guest in your own life. The 2026 blueprint demands that you become an owner. Ownership of your time. Ownership of your intellectual property. Ownership of land. Even if you start with owning one small website or one small idea, the frequency of owner is what attracts the transfer. Stop being a renter of your destiny. Code number 2, the code of discernment, the snake filter. Money is looking for a home, but it is often guarded by snakes. During your coronation, your intuition will become your most valuable financial asset. You will meet people who offer you millions, but your stomach will turn. Listen to your stomach. The universe is teaching you to spot the matrix trap before you step into it. One bad partnership can delay your harvest for 10 years. Trust the vibe, not the contract. Code number 3, the code of sacred silence. A king does not announce his plans to the peasants. You have a bad habit of telling people your dreams before they are born. When you speak your vision to low-vibration people, they leak your energy. They cast doubt. They kill the financial fetus in your spirit. The 2026 code requires silence. Build in the dark. Reveal nothing until it is finished. Let your results be your announcement. Code number 4, the code of problem-solving, service. Money is simply a reward for solving a problem. If you want $1 million, solve $1 million problem. God has given you a specific gift, a way of speaking, a way of healing, or a way of building. That gift is the answer to someone's prayer. When you focus on service, the compensation becomes an automatic spiritual law. Stop chasing the money, chase the pain, and heal it. The wealth codes continued, 5, 6, and 7. Code number 5, the code of speed, decisiveness. The universe loves speed. Manifestation in 2026 is going to happen faster than ever before. When you get the nudge to do something, to call someone, to start that channel, to buy that book, you must act within 24 hours. Hesitation is a frequency of lack. Kings make decisions quickly and change them slowly. Slaves make decisions slowly and change them quickly. Be a king. Code number 6, the code of radical integrity. In the new earth, dirty money will not stick. If you make money through manipulation, greed, or harming others, the frequency of 2026 will spit it out. You will see many fake gurus and scammers fall this year. Your wealth must be built on truth. When your money is clean, it becomes sticky money. It stays with you, it grows, it becomes a legacy. Code number 7, the code of circulation, the energy flow. Money is like oxygen. You cannot just breathe in, you must breathe out. If you hoard your money out of fear, you stop the flow. A king is a distributor. The universe gives to you because it knows it can give through you. The moment you become a pipeline for others, your supply becomes infinite. The more you circulate, the more you receive. This is the ultimate code of the 1%. Chapter 4, the sovereign source, unplugging the cord. Now we must perform a spiritual surgery. We must cut the employer umbilical cord. For years you believed that your safety came from your job. You believed that your salary was your lifeline. This is the ultimate matrix lie. Your job is not your source. Your boss is not your provider. The universe is your source. God is your provider. The reason the universe allowed your job to become stressful, or the reason you were fired, was to force you to realize that you were suckling at the wrong breast. As long as you rely on a matrix paycheck, you are under the control of the matrix. They can control your time, they can control your location, and they can control your emotions. The financial coronation requires you to be sovereign. A sovereign is someone who is self-governing. You must reach a place in your mind where you realize that even if every bank in the world closed tomorrow, you would still be rich. Why? Because your wealth is in your frequency. Your wealth is in your ability to create. When you unplug from the system and plug into the source, you become recession-proof. The world can crash, but your kingdom economy stays in the green. You stop asking for permission. You stop waiting for a raise. You start demanding the harvest because you are the one who planted the seeds. You are no longer an employee of the world. You are an ambassador of the light. Chapter 5. The Mirror Effect of Money. As within, so without. Law number 4 of the coronation is the most confronting, the law of correspondence. The ancients said, as within, so without. Money is a mirror. It has no personality of its own. It simply reflects the person holding it. If you are fearful inside, money will make you more fearful. If you feel broke inside, no amount of millions will ever make you feel rich. This is why you see celebrities with $50 million who are still depressed and anxious. They have the fruit, but they have poverty roots. The reason your wealth has been delayed is that God was working on your roots. He had to make sure that when the millions hit your hand, they wouldn't amplify a broken version of you. He had to heal your inner child. He had to heal your feelings of unworthiness. He had to make you feel like a billionaire while you only had $10 in your pocket. Look at your life right now. Your external reality is a direct printout of your internal program. If your life is chaotic, it is because your mind is chaotic. If your money is stuck, it is because your energy is stagnant. To flip the reality, you must flip the image. Stop looking at the bank account and crying. That is like looking at a mirror and crying because your hair is messy. Crying at the mirror doesn't fix the hair. You must fix your hair, your internal state, and then the mirror, your bank account, has no choice but to change. You are the projector. The world is just the screen. When you change the film, the movie changes. If you are ready to change the film, if you are ready to stop fighting the reflection and start being the king, type "I am the source" in the comments. Let the universe know you have taken the wheel. The second checkpoint, the transition. We have reached the second checkpoint. You have the codes, you have the source, you understand the mirror. You are now 70% of the way through your coronation. The slave mind is dead. The king mind is waking up. In the final section, I am going to reveal the Joseph moment. I am going to explain exactly when the flip happens. I am going to show you the 3 traps of the enemy that will try to stop you in the last mile, and we will perform the final coronation prayer. Take a deep breath. You are not the same person who started this video. Your DNA is vibrating at a higher speed. The gold is starting to recognize you. Are you ready for the finish line? Let's go. Chapter 6. The Joseph moment. Sudden acceleration. We have arrived at the most mysterious part of the coronation, the timing. You are asking, Oracle, I have done the work. I have the mindset. I have the codes. When does the money actually show up? The answer is, it happens in a single hour. Look at Joseph in the ancient texts. He spent years in the Egyptian dungeon. He was forgotten. He was tired. He probably thought he would die in that hole. But do you know how long it took for him to go from prisoner to prime minister? Less than 60 minutes. The king had a dream. No one could interpret it. They called Joseph. He shaved. He changed his clothes. He interpreted the dream. And Pharaoh took off his signet ring and put it on Joseph's finger. His struggle ended in an instant. Your coronation will not be a slow, painful crawl up a mountain. It will be a sudden acceleration. The universe is currently arranging the pieces of your Pharaoh. A person in a position of power is about to have a problem that only you can solve. A company is about to have a void that only your gift can fill. The reason the delay has been so long is that God was making sure you were shaved and changed. He was waiting for your internal transformation to be complete. The moment you truly stop needing the money to be happy is the moment the money is released. The Joseph moment is a reward for resilience. One phone call, one email, one accidental meeting. That is all it takes to flip your 2025 debt into 2026 dominance. Do not pack up and leave the dungeon yet. Your summons is being written right now. Chapter 7. The 3 final traps, the guardians of the gate. But wait, before you walk through that gate, the enemy has one final move. He knows he can't stop the coronation, so he tries to get you to disqualify yourself in the last mile. He sets 3 final traps specifically for chosen ones. Trap number 1, the counterfeit opportunity. Right before the big transfer, you will be offered something good to stop you from getting great. A job offer with a decent salary that requires you to give up your dreams. A business partner who has money but no integrity. A get-rich-quick scheme that promises millions without service. This is a trap to see if you are still a slave to quick cash. If you take the bait, you miss the crown. Stay focused on your purpose, not just the profit. Trap number 2, the guilt of wealth. The enemy will use your own spirituality against you. He will whisper, "Are you sure God wants you to be this rich? What will people think? You are becoming greedy." He wants you to feel guilty for succeeding. Listen to me. Poverty does not please God. A broke chosen one is a limited chosen one. You need resources to build the arcs of 2026. You need millions to fund the movement. Reject the guilt. Wealth is your weapon of light. Trap number 3, the comparison panic. You will see people around you, people who didn't go through the fire, succeeding. You will see them buying the house you wanted, and you will feel a spark of envy. Kill it immediately. Envy is a low vibration frequency that locks the vault. When you see someone else blessed, celebrate them. Why? Because it is proof that abundance is in the neighborhood. If God is doing it for them, He is close enough to do it for you. Your turn is next. The grand conclusion, wearing the crown. Family, we have reached the end of the coronation. You have seen the 0 point. You have passed the detox. You have the 7 codes. You have unplugged from the matrix. You are no longer the person who clicked on this video 30 minutes ago. The slave DNA has been purged. The royal DNA has been activated. You are a spiritual sovereign. 2026 is not just a year, it is your kingdom. The world is going through a reset, yes. The systems are crashing, yes. But you are being positioned to be the solution. You are the one who will provide the jobs. You are the one who will build the homes. You are the one who will heal the broken. God did not make you a millionaire for you. He made you a millionaire for the mission. The money is just the fuel for the fire of truth. Walk with your head high today. Stop looking at the ground. The crown is not coming. The crown is on. The final coronation prayer. Visual. The oracle raising both hands. A massive dome of golden light forming around the screen. The music swells to a powerful, epic, heart-stopping crescendo. I want to seal this coronation over your life forever. This is a legal decree in the court of heaven. If you are ready to accept your new rank, stand up. Open your hands. Repeat these words with the authority of a king. I accept my financial coronation today. I renounce the spirit of lack and the mindset of a slave. I declare that the 0 point was my foundation, not my end. I activate the 7 wealth codes in my DNA. I am an owner. I am a builder. I am a steward. I am unplugged from the matrix and plugged into the source. I am the Joseph of my bloodline. I command the resources of 2026 to find me now. I am ready to rule. I am ready to give. I am ready to lead. It is signed. It is sealed. It is done. Take a deep breath. Feel the weight of the glory. The poverty seal over your family is broken. The abundance gate is open. If you have received your crown today, type the final code in the comments. I am the sovereign creator. My name is the oracle, and I will see you in the palace. Subscribe to claim your seat at the table. The coronation is complete.